This is part three of the web designer slash developer portfolio website creation series here on YouTube. Um, and we have good progress, I think, in the short period of time we already had. Obviously, we haven't really touched any part of actually designing anything, pretty much. But we already have our sitemap and we have our page structures here, which we worked on in the previous parts. But today we are actually going to be touching some aspects of design. I don't think today's episode parts would be as long as the previous ones. I think last time it was like 30 minutes. I don't think this time would be taking that long. Today we're going to be focusing on, I think, on some brand identity, specifically colors and colors and fonts. Then I also want to like talk about like the style of the website, the design language a bit, and we'll see where that takes us. So this will be it's actually going to be the system design system here. Okay, fonts. Okay, fonts. Maybe it's better if we start from colors, since fonts I think would take uh, a bit more time to get done. Let's say this is a frame because it actually is. Let's give it some padding and center its content. Okay, let's call this frame colors. Colors. Okay. I want to have let's have a rectangle here. Triangle 64 by 64. Yeah. Here we have just a pure rectangle here, and what will our primary color be? So I like as in my lifespan as a designer, I had two colors as my brand color. One was a very bright orange, and another was like a very bright blue. The orange was first, the blue came second. Uh, I am thinking to revert back to the orange just because, like, I came to the realization that I like orange very much. So let's just use it, and I'm gonna go with a very saturated orange here. This is bordering on red actually. Like if I have just the red color here, F00, this is bordering on red. It's barely just orange. Is it better like this? Maybe not. Here, let's just move this. You know what? I'm gonna keep it like this. This is exactly the saturated orange I want for my brand. So I'm gonna call this the orange 500. 500 basically means midway based on lightness in darkness. This is a convention I like to use. The primary hue of the color, which is orange, followed by the lightness uh, of the color. So this will be 500. This would be 900 would be something like this. That means very light. And around 100 would be something like this, very dark. But this is a good midpoint between these here. So that's a name convention. You don't really have to know that. It's very simple. Uh, yeah. So obviously system presentation is a very important thing. So let's just write its name here. Orange 500. Okay. Okay. Let's take these, group them. gonna go around 16. I probably don't need to like focus too much on this. It's just brand presentation, but I like to keep things clean here. So orange 500. This will be the primary color. Okay, so obviously here I don't want to use Inter because uh, it seems as if I'm choosing a font already, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use Anonymous Pro. It's just a monospace font, code font, as people call it. We're just going to have it here. It's very unopinionated font. Okay, so that's our color, and I only want one color in this design. This is going to be a monochromatic website. Obviously, we would have to deal with some images with different colors, but we'll get there when we get there. So for now, just understand we are using one color only, and it's going to be monochromatic. Obviously, in the future, we're going to be having more colors like a black, gray, white, pretty much those three, different shades of gray. So obviously, then this color palette would increase. But for now, let's just keep it here and move on. Fonts. Uh, fonts, I want to take a great inspiration based on fonts from one website I showed you before in the previous 2 episodes as well. Let me just open it. Yeah, obviously this website, which this is my most obvious form of inspiration for this whole process of designing it. So I want to take inspiration from this website, and I know that the font they are using is a custom font. Obviously, I'm not really gonna be creating a custom font for my website. But the idea here is like if we go to awards, for example. Okay, awards. Let's say we choose any website that fits like the modern aesthetic that we are going for. You can actually like these new websites are more animated and illustrated, so that's not like the idea of a website I'm going for. I'm actually looking for a website such as this, for example, here. This seems pretty much the sort of direction I want to go in. Telescope. Yeah, so what fonts are they using, for example? View sites. Okay, so obviously I don't think this font is free, and I don't really intend to buy it. My like the thing I wanted to know for what font they are using is because pretty much I want to use a font similar in style, even if necessarily it's not the same font. So for example, what do I mean? I just wanted to show you why I'm choosing these fonts. I already have 3 fonts in mind. Okay, where do I start here? I have 3 fonts in mind: Inter, Helvetica, and General Sans. Pretty much you are very familiar with all these fonts. Maybe not as familiar with General Sans, but you are pretty much very familiar with the rest. Let's get them bigger, just to make it easier to understand. Okay, so this is Inter. We will need Helvetica, and probably you're not going to be finding Helvetica on your website, your Figma font. You'll probably have to install it, but I think it's free. It's been a long time since I got it on this PC. I do think it's free. Let's fix this orange 500. Then General Sans, which you might not be as familiar with, but these are the three fonts. Okay, General Sans is known to be a pretty light font, so maybe I'm going to use it on medium. I'm not sure. But these are the three fonts I'm considering. And looking at this, maybe it's not the simplest decision. What is the trade-off of each font? Ensure the main trade-off of Ensure is that it is very much overused today. Like most AI website generators already use it, so it like lost some of its premium feel. Helvetica, I'm not sure about Helvetica. I really like it, but I'm not sure how it performs on long text. We'll just check it out. General Sans is very good. I really like this font, but you like want to use it at medium most of the time. There isn't really an in-between weight for it. The regular, I think, is pretty much very thin here. So I want to do some tests before I decide on it. So like I want to take a headline text like this and a window like this and just test it out. Okay, let's make this bigger, around 400. Let's drag it in. This is enter. Obviously, it is the line height should be decreased. Okay, let's duplicate this a couple of times. This should be Helvetica. This will be General Sans. Right away, right away, sorry for that, we are noticing something. I'm really liking Helvetica. Pure, I really like Helvetica. Then I'm liking this. Like General Sans, I didn't think it was gonna be this good. I thought General Sans, like the way it is so thin, I thought that was gonna be a huge trade-off. But it doesn't seem like that way. I really like it. I really like it. Uh, yeah, so I think I'm not really liking Inter here. I want the modern and premium feel, and like a couple of years ago, that would be perfect for Inter. But now, like, it is very much overused. And the good thing about with Helvetica here is that if you make it all caps, Helvetica outperforms any font in my opinion. How does this look? This looks cool too, I guess, very much. I'm not sure about Inter. Yeah, Helvetica like outperforms any font on all caps. So if I'm gonna use all caps, that might be a very good sign for Helvetica. General Sans too, like is taking. I'm really liking General Sans. I'm not gonna lie. So it's between Helvetica and General Sans for the primary header texts, but Inter is not out of the competition quite yet. Um, I wanna go down here and take a longer font. Okay, I can't really copy it. Okay, let's take a longer font from somewhere else. Some font like this. By the way, what font is being used here? It's Inter. You see what I'm saying? It's overused. It looks quite nice here. Obviously, I haven't really discussed about the fact that I'm probably going to be using the text in a condensed form. So like -2 probably. And Inter here pulls back in. Inter looks very good in -2. Yeah, General Sense is not looking too good, but maybe if we go on medium, General Sense comes back in. This is actually very beautiful. I really like this. I'm really considering this. But for now, let's not consider that. So I'm gonna paste this text here, and let's make it smaller. 50. Also, copy. Control Shift R here. Control Shift R here. Okay. So now we have to test this out with Inter, Helvetica, and General Sans. Okay, Inter. Obviously, Inter is one of the best fonts for this kind of content when there's long body text. Helvetica looks good actually. I didn't think I would like it this much for long text. Instruments, General Sans, sorry. General Sans here looks on the fence. I either don't like it or I love it very much. I either don't like it or I love it more than these two. I can't decide really. Really find it hard to decide. If I'm going to go medium, it still looks good, but like if it had a bolder, if its regular was a bit more bold, then that would make a big difference, I think. So, what's the decision? Hmm. I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna choose Inter for the headline text. The body text for Inter looks very nice, but I'm not gonna use it. That's my decision here. I want to take a different stance from what other websites are offering. So if a client comes to my website and just checks it out and he sees like it's not Inter, he would think I put more effort into it, which I did. I didn't just use AI for it. So I like that feeling of being premium and being different in terms of the font that I'm using. So it's between Instrument Serif and Helvetica. I want to compare Helvetica's medium. Instrument Serif's medium, and maybe Helvetica's bold. Yeah, I like Helvetica on regular much more. Hmm. I really find it hard to decide, but I think I have a decision here. I think I have a decision, but it's been a very hard decision here. This is my font pairing. I want to use the medium instrument serif, and it is on -2 here, a condensed form, General Sans. I said instrument serif by mistake. I'm referring to this font, by the way. Instrument serif, which is a very nice font, but instrument sans, I haven't considered it. I really haven't considered it. I don't think it's quite right for this. Okay, General Sans, medium, and condensed for headlines. I think this looks very nice. And Helvetica for body text on regular, for body text, uncondensed, like 0% tracking. That's my decision on the font pairing. So yeah, let's just include them in our fonts. This is gonna be the fonts. Gap would be 32, 64 by 64. Helvetic is general sense. Let's put the 64. 64 Helvetica. Okay. I don't know. Let's line it by the way. These are the fonts. This is the color. Hey, that's good progress. That's very good progress. Now we have to decide on the style, the design language. And I already have a design language in mind. This very modern, like 2022, 23-esque website designs. 21, 22, most probably 21, 22, even 2020. This design style was very much on top. Something like this, where I have a unique layout. It's very modern in its layout and usage of fonts, very much animated. Obviously, we're not going to be covering much of the animation in the design. Rather, I'm probably going to be thinking and executing it in the actual development. Yeah. I like this sort of design. I haven't really considered this website much, but like looking at it, this seems very nice. This I might take this website for as inspiration. Obviously, there is not much contrast here, unfortunately, but this looks good. But this is my probably my primary source of inspiration, and this is the style of website I want to go for. Very much animated. Each section looks very lively, uh, very consistent in its design work. Uh, Overall, very nice websites. Yeah, there are some stuff I want to change, obviously, uh, but yeah, very much I want to have this website as my primary idea inspiration. And there are more websites uh, that I would take into consideration. I'm not going to be building a mood board. I mean, not. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to head over to Dribbble and I'm just going to start scrolling. I'm going to go to popular. Then from the popular, I want to choose web design. And I'm just going to start scrolling and I'm just going to pick out the ones I like. For example, if not this one, it's a good website it seems, but I want to bookmark it if this was for my mood board and I want to create a new collection, and that would be pretty much my mood board. So throughout the website designing stage, you'll see me like head over to Dribbble to get some inspiration, and I think this is very educative for you. You're gonna see me looking for inspiration. I know most creators on YouTube like hide that, but you're gonna see everything here clearly. Uh, for example, I really like this website. Uh, It's taking too long to load. Sometimes Dribble has this issue. But I'm gonna be like taking this. I'm gonna create a new collection. This collection would be my portfolio, for example. Mood board for my portfolio website design. Okay, mood board like this, create collection. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, but that's pretty much the process that are gonna be taken. So yeah, colors, fonts, and design style or design language. That's it. Thanks for watching. We're gonna be coming back and working on this website a bit more. I'm not sure about tomorrow, if I'm gonna release a video tomorrow. I guess you'll have to find out, but probably on Monday. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.